Have you ever wondered how religion plays a role in the Israel-Hamas conflict? This is not a simple question. The region's historical and territorial significance is heavily influenced by religious elements. Jerusalem stands at the heart of the dispute, a city of enormous religious importance to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam alike. As we delve deeper, we'll see how this isn't just a territorial dispute, but a clash where faiths intertwine. The roots of the conflict can be traced back to the historical and territorial significance of the region. At the heart of this centuries-old conflict lies Jerusalem, a city that holds profound religious importance for three of the world's major faiths: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. For Judaism, Jerusalem is the site of Solomon's Temple, the first Jewish temple, and the Western Wall, which is the last remaining part of the Second Temple. It is, in essence, a tangible link to their ancient past. For Christians, Jerusalem holds the path of Jesus' crucifixion, the Via Dolorosa, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where many believe Jesus was resurrected. For Muslims, this city is home to the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock, from where Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven in a night journey. Each faith has a deep-seated connection to these sacred sites, binding them in a shared reverence for the city, while simultaneously creating a fiercely contested space. These religious sites become not just places of worship, but symbols of identity, heritage, and sovereignty. The issue of control over these religious sites, such as the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Western Wall, has been a contentious one. For many Israelis, the Western Wall is not just a religious site, but a symbol of their historical continuity and national aspiration. Similarly, for Palestinians, the Al-Aqsa Mosque is not just a place of worship, but a symbol of their national struggle and resistance to what they perceive as occupation. These holy sites, deeply embedded in the faiths of both sides, add an intricate layer of religious sensitivity to the territorial contest. They are more than just stones and buildings. They are repositories of faith, symbols of identity, and markers of historical milestones. Their significance transcends the physical and ventures into the realm of the spiritual, the emotional, and the political. This is what makes the Israel-Hamas conflict not just a territorial dispute, but a complex tapestry of history, religion, and identity. At the core of this conflict lie the religious identities of Israel and Hamas. Israel, a nation established as a homeland for the Jewish people, is viewed by many Israelis as the fulfillment of historical and biblical promises. It represents the realization of an age-old longing for a place where Jewish culture, religion, and identity can thrive. This religious narrative is deeply ingrained in the national consciousness, shaping the way Israel sees itself and its place in the world. On the other hand, Hamas, an Islamist organization, also incorporates a religious narrative into its resistance. It frames its struggle as a fight against what it perceives as an occupation of Muslim lands. For Hamas, religion is not merely a facet of identity, but a driving force behind its political and military activities. Its charter explicitly links its mission to Islamic principles, underscoring its commitment to a religiously defined cause. This integration of religion into the identities of both Israel and Hamas adds a layer of complexity to the conflict. It's not just about territory or political power, it's about deeply held beliefs and convictions that define who these parties are and what they stand for. The religious narratives of both parties are deeply entrenched, fueling the intensity of the conflict. Religion doesn't just influence the actors in the conflict, but it also shapes public opinion. To understand the depth of the Israel-Hamas conflict, we must delve into the minds and hearts of the people on both sides. Here, religion plays a crucial role. The faith-based beliefs and narratives deeply influence the perspectives of individuals and communities. On the Israeli side, the belief in the divine promise of the land, as stated in the Torah, often shapes the narrative. This belief instills a sense of historical and spiritual right to the territory. It is not uncommon to find this narrative echoed in public sentiment, adding to the steadfast nature of the Israeli position. Conversely, for many Palestinians, their faith in Islam intertwines with a sense of national identity. The narrative of resistance against what they perceive as occupation is often laced with religious undertones. This perspective, fueled by religious conviction, permeates the public sentiment and strengthens the resolve for resistance. Religious narratives, thus, contribute to a deep-rooted sense of right and justice on both sides. They shape public opinion, helping sustain the conflict over generations. This is not just a territorial dispute, but a clash of deeply ingrained beliefs, each side fortified by their respective faiths. The role of religion, therefore, extends from the battlefield to the minds and hearts of the people. The reverberations of the Israel-Hamas conflict are felt far beyond the region. The religious significance of the contested land, deeply rooted in the trio of monotheistic faiths, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, draws the attention of the global community. This is not just a conflict between two entities. It's a multidimensional clash that echoes around the world. Nations and international organizations around the globe find themselves navigating complex diplomatic waters, influenced by religious considerations. The struggle over Jerusalem, a city sacred to billions of people worldwide, has implications for international relations and global peace. The religious narratives on both sides, with Israel viewing itself as the fulfillment of historical and biblical promises, and Hamas framing its resistance in religious terms, have an undeniable impact on global perspectives. In turn, international responses to the conflict are often colored by religious affiliations and sentiments. The religious dimensions of the conflict can shape diplomatic alliances, influence policy decisions, and even provoke international incidents. The role of religion in this conflict extends far beyond the borders of Israel and Palestine. It permeates the global stage, influencing the perspectives and actions of nations far removed from the Middle East. The religious dimensions of the Israel-Hamas conflict underscore its complexity, reminding us that it is not just a geopolitical struggle, but also a deeply spiritual one.